Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. This is my second COVID yoga little sequence. Again, not because I have COVID, because other people in my house have COVID and I'm hiding from them. I'm sleeping on couches, I'm sleeping on cots. It's really stressful to my body. And I find when I first wake up, I have to do a few postures just to allow me to even get into the shower. So I apologize. Hair, only finger combs. My mouth is actually maybe a little bit dry, but this is me. This is how I am. This is how I feel. And I thought maybe you would enjoy this seated practice. It's a little bit more restorative just to open up your body. If you've had an uncomfortable night's sleep, it might be the perfect little practice for you. So join me in a seated position on your mat. Come into a seated position with your knees bent. Bend them deeply. Draw your belly gently in. Tilt the pelvis forward and lay your chest onto your thighs so they actually touch. So right away, this is like first thing in the morning, I feel sensation, low back here. So it's a nice little stretch. I'm going to tuck my chin in. I'm going to flex my toes up and hold on to my feet. If you can't reach them the way I am, just maybe hold on to your shins. So I'm going to take a breath or two here. Just noticing how along my entire spine it feels. And if there's quite a lot of sensation, you can choose to stay here. Or you could rock your feet forward a little bit, but keep your chest connected to your thighs. Take a breath or two here. See how that feels. Personally, I can feel even more sensation in my low back. If you like, wiggle your buttocks back a little bit, again, keeping chest and thighs connected. So the idea is we always keep our chest and thighs connected, and you can alternate between walking your feet slowly forward and wiggling your buttocks slowly back, as long as you can keep that chest and thighs connected. And the further you can go, you might actually start to feel it into the backs of the legs as well. You do not have to keep going until your legs straighten all the way. Even if you can do it, you might just choose not to. It might just be a little too intense for first thing in the morning. And when you find that spot where you feel that's where you need to be, we're just going to hold here and focus on our breath. So try and soften and just focus on the inhale, lengthening along the spine. And then the exhale, surrendering a little deeper into the mat. Maybe you want to count your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, perhaps for a count of 5. And then you may just take your hands beside you, draw your belly in, round the spine up, sitting nice and tall, stretching those legs out. Staff pose. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your feet. And then from here, I'll turn to face you. We're going to open our legs up nice and wide. Again, sitting nice and tall. And we're going to take our Right hand to the inside of our leg, left hand to the low back. So drawing the belly in, lengthening up, draw that left shoulder back, and just lengthen towards the right toes. They don't have to touch. You want to think of shining upwards. And you could keep your left hand behind you, or you could extend it out. So a nice big stretch of the arms. Or we could bring it alongside the ear and stretch out that left side body. We focus on the breath, thinking of inhaling into the ribs and expanding the rib cage. Drawing the belly in, we're going to come up. We're going to turn to face that right leg. Hands on either side of the leg, lengthening up and bowing down. Maybe tuck that chin in and just relax your hands. If you want to touch your toes, you can, again, but you don't want to be straining. Maybe you just want to relax your hands on your shins or just beside the legs. Lengthening yourself slowly up, sit nice and tall. Left hand on the inside of the leg, right hand to the low back. Belly's in as you lengthen up. Draw that right shoulder back. Lean towards the toes, and you decide, extend the arm, bring it alongside your ear, whatever works best. Big, deep breaths. Belly's in as we lengthen up. Turn to face that left leg. Hand on either side of the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Any amount. You might be up high. Tuck your chin in. Lengthening yourself up. Once again, bring those legs together. Staff pose. Bend the right knee. Cross that foot over if you can. Sit tall. Right hand goes behind you. Left hand is on the knee, or you could wrap the elbow around. So we want to root down, lengthen up, and twist. So you're hugging the knee towards you. You might get a nice stretch for the outer thigh, that IT band area, as well as coming into this twist. So we look over our right shoulder. Untwist. Extend that leg out, sit tall. Bend the left knee, maybe cross the foot over, left hand behind you, root down. Lengthen up, hug the knee towards you. Look over your back shoulder. Slowly untwist. Come into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. We're going to extend our arms out. Inhale. Exhale, right arm over the left, around the spine. Cat. Inhale, open up. Exhale, left arm over the right. Inhale, open up. Again. Exhale, right over the left. This time sit up, lengthen the spine, stay here, or eagle arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, push the forearms away. Open those arms up, inhale. Exhale, left over the right. Lengthen the spine up, hold here, squeeze the shoulder blades back, or eagle arms, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Open those arms back. We're going to roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Then we're going to root those hands to the mat. Tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly lift it. Bring this chin over to the right shoulder. And then drop that ear down to that right shoulder. Keep extending that left fingertips away. Root them to the mat. If you like, right hand on the left side of the head. Deep breaths here. Release the hand, the right hand to the mat. Turn the chin towards the chest. Slowly bring the chin all the way over to the other side. And then allow that left ear to tilt towards the left shoulder. Lengthen out that right hand. And maybe left hand on the right side of the head. Deep breaths. Release the hand, bring the chin back down to the center of the chest, pausing here. Maybe both hands clasp behind the head and just let the elbows droop down. Release those hands down. Swing the chin over to one shoulder and then bring it back to the other shoulder. Bring it back to the center of the chest. Raise the head up. Wind those shoulders back. And then we're going to end in our tortoise variation or diamond shape pose. You bring the soles of your feet together and then bring those feet just further out in front of you. Your hands are going to come onto either the ankles, forearms on the shins, round the spine. And I'll just maybe turn so you can see me from the side. So rounding the spine like that tortoise shape, or turn the palms up, tuck the hands underneath. So you're just lower. That's all it is you're lower. If you can't get this low, then you do the first variation. So we want our spine grounded, chin tucked in, and just breathe. Slowly bringing yourself up. Roll those shoulders back. Sit nice and tall. And that was our little yoga bite for this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Namaste.